verse. You can't flow from the verse to the next verse.
It's Asian Culture Vulture here in Cannes, and Cannes isn't just about the sunshine.
Yeah.
Me and Diana Penty are basically standing in the rain. Were you expecting the rain in France?
I'm not surprised, not one bit. I actually looked up the weather before I got here and I realized it's going to be some not so great weather, and today is one of those days and I'm freezing, but yeah, gotta look good.
Exactly, it's all about making the entrance. You made a bit of a grand entrance just now, you're a little bit late.
Bring that up. I'm not proud of the fact that I was late. I'm really sorry.
Well, we saw some pictures of you last night. It was your first day in Cannes.
Yeah.
It looked like you were partying hard with Chopard. Tell us a bit about the partying.
Yeah,
What's it like?
We got in last evening, and in no time I had to get ready and go for this party, and I realized I was on no sleep, so I have no idea how yesterday happened. It just came and went and I don't even know what I did, but yeah, it was a fun party. It was a great first party for me, and my first time here, so yeah, it was fun.
Really fantastic. Now, of course, we best know you from the film Cocktail, which was actually set in London, where we're from. So what was your experience of filming in the capital?
I love London. I always have, and for me, whenever there's a shoot or a film or whatever it is in London, I'm like always raring to go. And it was amazing. I spent about a couple of months in London at that time in the summer. Best time to be there. And I always have a great time in London. I'm looking forward to going back. I'm actually going to London tomorrow, 3 days from now. Yeah.
Oh, we might catch up with you again then, who knows. So we did just see you take part in a talk. It was called Women in Global Cinema. Right. Now what was really interesting was you actually pointed out Cocktail was one of those rare films that has two very strong female parts. Right. So looking back at that film now, it does seem, it's very iconic. It was very of the time. There hasn't been so many more films since then. I mean, why do you think that is, that have had, again, these two female parts to them? Have you come across any films that you think have been?
I'm sure there have been. I can't think of any right. I'm sure it'll come to me though after we finish this interview, which always happens to me. It's like I can never think of what I need to and remember what I need to on the spot.
Not to worry at all.
But I don't know about there being two. Yes, Cocktail did have two very strong female parts, but since then I feel that there have been many Indian films with strong female leads in general. Maybe not two, but one or whatever it is, and which again is a shift for us, because that used to not be the case in the past. It was always, the films were always centered around the male characters, and most of the films rested on the shoulders of the men, and it's changing now. A lot of female leads, films that are centered around women. Women even have the title, the titles of the film, and these films have started to do very well. So it's a very exciting time to be part of the Indian film industry right now, because there's so much more content, there's so many more opportunities for us. Yeah.
And you are, of course, an actress and you're a model as well. Who are your role models in the industry? Are there any particular females in Bollywood or in Hollywood that you actually look up to as being someone who inspires you?
Meryl Streep will always be my all-time favorite, well, in Bollywood there's so many actually. There's so many girls doing such good films right now, and powerful performances. Deepika Padukone. I've always followed her work very closely. My first film was with her, so I always have this. There's a respect for her, as and I always have a soft corner for her, and she's been doing some amazing work recently. Anushka Sharma as well, another one that I really look up to. So yeah, there's quite a few.
That's so lovely. Do you reckon you'll have a chance to meet up with Deepika while you're here as well?
I don't think so, because I'm not sure she's still here, or maybe she's.
Did you see her? Did you see her green net dress?
I loved it. I really loved it. Yeah.
We loved it too. Before you go, just tell us a little bit about your look, because it has this kind of Grecian feel to it as well.
Yes, but it's also kind of Indian, because it's a take on the sari, and it's by a Indian designer called Amit Agarwal, who's one of my favorite designers. So I asked him to make something special for me for the event here today, and it's his take on the sari.
Well, it looks absolutely splendid. So finally, one more question. Where can we see you next? Is there a film project that's on the horizon?
There is. I'm doing another film which I'll start shooting for in a few months. It's called Shiddat, and it's actually produced by the same producers of Cocktail. So
it's going to be fantastic then.
Yes, I'm sure. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Oh, well, congratulations on that. Enjoy Cannes, and thanks for letting us interview you in the rain. Cool. Enjoy. Thank you.